today. Today I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet, and this bracelet corresponds with the happy heart necklace. So I really hope you will like this project. This is a beginner's project, so very easy to make with very little material. I thought I would make it a series because I thought you might like that, as it is very quick and easy and that you have a whole set. So let's start. So the materials you will need. You will need a pair of pliers. You will need a clasp, and I'm using a large clasp. You will need 2 rings, and I'm using 2 size 6 rings. You will need some thread, and I'm using Alon. So if you use Alon, you will need some kind of thread conditioner. I will use 6mm pearls and 6mm aluminum pearls. And I will use 11 seed beads. These don't have to be from a brand, because you can just use whatever size 11 seed beads you have. And I will use 2 size 10 needles. You can also use size 12 needles if you have those. Most of the beads I'm using today are sponsored by Panda. So if you want to check them out, I'm going to put a link in the description box. They sponsored me the pearls, the seed beads and the clasp. And I have a review tutorial of their beads, and I'm going to put a link down below of that also. So let's start. We're going to start with 2 needles, and we're going to thread these needles with about 1 arm span of thread of choice. If you have a thread conditioner and you need to condition your thread, you're going to do that before you thread your needles. So we're going to use 1 arm span, and we're going to thread both needles with that. So one end 1 needle and the other end the other needle. We're going to start with picking up 8 beads, so 8 seed beads, with our right needle. Like this, and always recount that you have the good amount, and slide them down. And then we're going to crisscross in 1 seed bead. Crisscrossing is when you place your bead over the first needle, and then you're going in that seed bead with the other needle, making a cross in it in this way. So on the opposite side. Then you're going to pull, and you're going to make sure that the beads are in the center of the thread. Now we're going to start with picking up 3 seed beads on each needle. Like this, and slide them down. And now we're going to pick up 1 pearl, and we're going to crisscross in it and pull. Like this. Now you're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each needle. Slide them down. You're going to pick up 1 pearl on each needle. Slide them down. Pick up 1 seed bead on each needle. Slide them down. Pick up 1 pearl on each needle. Like this. And slide them down. Now you're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each needle. And slide them down. And now we're going to crisscross in 1 pearl. And pull. Like this. Now you're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each needle. Slide them down. You're going to pick up 1 pearl on each needle. And slide them down. You're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each needle. And slide them down. You're going to pick up 1 pearl on each needle. And slide them down. And you're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each needle. Slide them down. And now you're going to crisscross in 1 pearl. And pull. and it will look like this. Now on both needles you're going to pick up 3 seed beads. Like this, slide them down. We're going to crisscross in one needle, in one seed bead, sorry, not one needle, one seed bead, like this, and pull. Then we're going to pick up 3 seed beads on each needle. Like this. Slide them down. And you're going to crisscross in one pearl. And I'm going to do that in another color. If you want to make it in one color, that's fine too, but I'm going to use 2 colors, so I'm going to pick up the second color now. And pull. And now we're ready to start the next row with this color of pearl. So as you can see, it's just the same, it's very easy, it's just repeating these steps, and then make the seed beads in between the other color. So I'm going to show you on the bracelet. We're going to just make the above piece first. So we're going to continue to making this the next color. So if you did 2 sequences of these, you're going to do the same as we did here with the seed beads, and then you're just going to the next color in that way. Now it depends on how big your wrist is. When you use 5 of these hearts, it's a size 8-inch bracelet. So if you want to make a 7-inch, you will need 4 of these hearts. So if you have a 7.5-inch bracelet, you will need some piece of lengthening chain later to lengthen this. But so if you want to make an 8-inch, you're going to make 5, and if you want to make a 7-inch, you're going to make 4. So you're going to do it now, alternating the colors or making it in one color, and when I've done that to the other side, I'm coming back to you. Okay, now I'm at the other side of my bracelet, and I made a 7-inch, so 4 parts. I'm going to pick up my right needle, and I'm going to pick up 8 seed beads. Like this, and recount if you have the good amount. Now as you can see, I ended in one loop, so if you didn't do that and you just ended at this bead, you're going to pick up 3 seed beads on each side, and you're going to crisscross in one seed bead. And then I'm going with my right needle in the opposite way of that middle bead that we just went through, like this, and pull. Like this. And then I'm going through the next 3 seed beads on the side. Like this, and pull. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead, and I'm going through the next seed bead, the pearl, and the next seed bead, like this, and pull. And then I'm going through the next pearl, so the next I'm just calling these pearls also, like this. And then I'm going through the next pearl, so crisscrossing to the other side, because that's the way the beads go. And then I'm going through the next seed bead, the next pearl, and the next seed bead, like this, and pull. And I'm going to tell you after this again how I did that. And then I'm going through the pearl, the next seed bead, and the next pearl. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead, and I'm going through the next seed beads, crisscrossing, like this. So I'm going through the opposite side of the cross to reach the other side, and pull. and then I'm going to do the same all the way. So what I'm going to do on this side, I'm going to pick up a seed bead now, and then I'm going through the pearls, picking up a seed bead here also, and then I'm going to make it crisscross. So I'm going to show it again because I think I was a little bit out of the frame. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pick up one seed bead, then I'm going through the pearls and through the seed beads, and then I'm going to pick up a seed bead here again, and then crisscrossing over on the cross, and then I'm going to pick up a seed bead here again, and I'm going to do that all the way for the whole bracelet. So you're going to do that now, and you're going to end on the other end, so where we made the loop in the middle seed bead. And when you've done that, I'm coming back to you. Okay, when you've done that, we're going to start on the other side. So we're going to do the side that we didn't do yet. And we're going to pick up our needle, and we're going through the first 3 seed beads. And pull. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead. And we're going through the next seed bead, the next pearl, and the next seed bead. And pull. And then we're going to pick up 1 pearl, so in the same color as this. So 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, and 1 pearl. Like this. Slide them down. And then we're going through, I'm going to turn it for you so that you can see it better. And then we're going through this pearl in opposite direction because we need to go that way. So we're going through this pearl and then through the seed bead. So we're going to make it to the inside like this, and then we're going through the pearl up, so in the upside direction, and then we're going to make it to the other side. So we're going through the seed beads, the pearl and the seed beads, and pull. And then we're going to pick up 1 seed bead, and we're going to make the crisscross to the other side. So just like we would do on the other side. Oh, got my thread wrapped around it. Just pull, and then I'm going through the next 2. Oh, got stuck under my nail. Like this. Okay, I'm going to show you in words again what we just did. So what we just did, we came from, I'm going to zoom in so that you can see a little better. We came from this bead. Then we're going to pick up 1 bead to put in between the hole. So we're coming from this seed bead, we're going through the seed beads, pick up a seed bead to fill that hole. And then we're going through the next seed bead, through the next pearl and the next seed bead. Then we're going to pick up 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, and 1 pearl. And then we're going in the pearl inwards. Then we're going through the seed bead, through the pearl, through the seed bead, through the pearl, the seed bead, the pearl, the seed bead, and then we're going to pick up 1 seed bead, we're going to crisscross over to the other side, and then we're at the starting point that we were here. So I'm going to do that now to the other side, and you're going to do that too, and then I'm coming back to you. Okay, I'm on the other side of the bracelet now, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up my right needle, and I'm going through the next 3 seed beads downwards. Like this, and pull. And now I'm going to make a knot loop, and if you made the necklace also, you know how to do this. So we're going to make a knot loop on the side, and I went through the beads here. So what we're going to do, we're going underneath the thread that is next to the pearl. We're going to pull it, and then we're going to stick our needle in it. So we're going underneath the beads. So underneath the thread, underneath the thread that is next to the beads. So I hope you can see it now better. So I'm going underneath the thread that is next to the pearl, like this, and then I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to make a knot in that thread. So I'm going to do it one more time just to show you. So I'm going underneath the thread that is next to the pearl. I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to make a loop like that. Okay, when I've done that, I'm going through the next seed bead and the next pearl and the next seed bead. Oh, I pulled my needle out. And then I'm going through the next seed bead, or so sorry, the next pearl, and pull, and I'm going to leave my thread there. I'm going to pick up my other needle, and then I'm going through the next 3 seed beads on the side. So the left side is also the left side. Like this. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go underneath the thread with my needle, and I'm going to pull, and I'm going to make a knot loop there. Like this, and I'm going to do that 2 more times, or 1 time more, because I already did 1, so I'm going to do that 2 times. Like that. And then I'm going through the seed bead and through the next pearl, through the next seed bead and the next pearl, and I'm going to pull, and I'm just going to cut my thread there. So I'm going to take a scissor and I'm going to cut it there, like this. And then we have the bracelet. Okay, the only thing we need to do now is grab our pliers, and we're going to attach the rings. So here I have open rings. So I'm going to grab 1 ring, and if it isn't open, you're just going to open it, and you're going to hook it on one side, and you're going to close it. Make sure it's good and well closed. And then I'm going to grab another ring, hook it on the other side, and I'm going to hook my clasp on that side. And there we have a bracelet. Now if you want to make this larger, you can just add 1 heart, so then it will be 8 inch. So if you have like an 8.5 size wrist, you can also make 1 heart extra. But if you have a 7-inch bracelet, so a 7-inch wrist, you can better make it with 4. You can use a larger clasp to give it some room. You can also use a piece of lengthening chain and then a smaller clasp. What you can also do is use 4mm beads instead of 6mm beads, because these can be easily made with 4mm beads in the same way also, because you will just get the same, only a little bit smaller, and then you will need to add more of the hearts, because then the bracelet will be smaller. But you can definitely make these with 4mm beads also. So I hope you like this project. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this project. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook. The links are in the info box. If you want to check out Panda Haul, because their beads are very nice. I really like the aluminum beads also. So check that out, and I will see you next time. Bye. Have a nice day.